think Drew Allar is the future #1 overall pick in 2025. I had him ranked that way in my rankings at campuscan.com, even as a freshman. This offseason, when we lose Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud, I have him at #3 overall at the quarterback position, right behind Drake May and Caleb Williams. His first action against West Virginia as a starter. Let's talk about how he looked and the implications for the future. It's Felix Sharpe at Sharpe Review on Twitter for campus2can.com. If you like this video, please go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I want to get to 2,000 subscribers here during the college football season. Help us get there. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. And if you don't know what we're doing over at C2C at campus2can.com, go ahead and take a look at the link here in the description box. Coming out of high school, I was just very impressed with Drew Allar. This isn't really a hot take. I mean, most services had him either #1 or #2, somewhere in there. But when you look at his high school tape, the things that I was impressed by were his ability to make anticipatory throws, throwing in the middle of the defense with 4 defenders around, 1 wide receiver, and getting the ball out before the wide receiver breaks and, making those types of completions. That's just things that you don't see at the high school level. Usually quarterbacks need to see it before they throw it. Drew Allar wasn't that way. Not only did he make anticipatory throws, he did so in difficult situations. For example, like from his own end zone. That's what we saw in his high school tape. We also saw this ability to maintain velocity while being off platform and off both of his feet. I was just really excited about him. I probably had him at like 6 or 7 before he took a snap as a freshman and moved him all the way up to 3. I had him right there in the class with Devin Brown. Devin Brown 1 and 2. I was going back and forth between those two. By the way, had them ranked higher than Quentin Ewers. So there's that. A Saturday against West Virginia, 21 for 29, 325 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, averages 11.2 yards per attempt, and we kind of saw everything that we thought we would. 6'5", 243 pounds. He had the long touchdown to Keandre Lambert-Smith where he took some pressure, stepped up into the pocket, and threw the long TD. A laser. He had another. He's going to be one of these players that's hard to bring down, like Josh Allen, like Anthony Richardson, like Big Ben. He's going to be a player who makes big plays because the secondary is not going to be able to keep up with their man when Drew Allar is back there avoiding pressure, and we're going to see even more plays like that. I thought it was an excellent performance. No interceptions here in his first start. And while a lot of teams, start with an FCS opponent, here we have Penn State starting with West Virginia at home. West Virginia, not as good as it once was. Still a Power 5 team, and Drew Allar averaged 11.2 yards per attempt, 325 yards, 3 TDs. I think he just looked as advertised. He's a guy who's going to avoid pressure. He's going to keep his eyes downfield. His velocity is going to be there no matter if he's off platform, no matter if a defensive lineman is hanging on to him, what have you. He's just everything that you would want in a franchise quarterback. If you think about somebody like, Justin Herbert, who can make really any kind of throw and puts a lot of stress on the defense, that's what I see in Drew Allar. There isn't a throw that he can't make. I can't wait until we get to see some of these long bombs, these deep balls. I don't know that they necessarily have the wide receiver to kind of stretch the defense. Keandre Lambert-Smith there, Dante Cephas. I really think that Penn State could be a prime location for a wide receiver transfer next year. You think about the impact that Keon Coleman just had for Florida State. I would love to see somebody like that, and I'm trying to think, who is that type of receiver that could have an impact for Penn State. You got 2 wide receivers at Clemson that we think really highly of, Adam Randall and Antonio Williams. Adam Randall if you want the athletic freak, Antonio Williams if you want that security blanket a la Dominic Lovett going from Missouri to Georgia, a slot guy. But I tell you one candidate that I really think could be a great addition for Penn State. How about Barian Brown? at Kentucky. He gets 1 year with Devin Leary. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think Devin Leary has 1 year left. After that, I don't know that I like the quarterback situation at Kentucky. What if we added someone like Berrien Brown to Penn State, the Nittany Lions offense? That would be just, when you got Nick Singleton, Drew Allar, Katron Allen, and Berrien Brown, that would be a very, very difficult offense to stop. And Penn State seems like one of these teams that's really ready to pop. I mean, they have the guys there, and it all starts with Drew Allar. I thought he was excellent, especially as his first start. But, I mean, I thought he was excellent, but I thought it was as expected. This is a guy who I expected here with the first pick in 2025. That's it. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Did you like Drew Allar's performance? Is he the odds-on favorite to be the number 1 overall pick in 2025, or is there somebody else that you think has a chance? Let me know in the comments. Peace.